sing, they certainly can. U2 remains one of the biggest rock bands on the planet, selling out stadium shows wherever they go.
Unfortunately, it's partly the distance and all that stuff, but we absolutely are coming.
We want to go, and we really do. And if there's any way we can, we will.
You're God.
But I'm his only son. I don't want to. I don't be pedantic. And he's the Holy Spirit.
What we're really here to talk about as we settle in for our chat.
Quiet on the set, please.
I hope that wasn't an Australian accent.
No, I was trying to do Wimbledon.
Yes.
Quiet, please.
It almost sounds like a farewell.
I was just in a position where on this album I'd had a few incidents that made me think, wow, I don't know. If I just need to put my feelings on record, this better really count. Because there's a lot of U2 albums out there. Why would anyone want another one?
Is that what you think? Why would anyone want another?
Well, we ask ourselves that question every time we make an album because, you know, you don't want to just put out a pile of songs with the expectation that just because you think they're good, everyone else is going to think they're fascinating as well. We're very critical.
When we were a kid, so there was maybe 3 Irish men living in a tiny house screaming at each other for most of my childhood. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I was a pain in the ass.
You have said about that period that your home became a house with the death of your mother, and there were 3 men trying to kill each other. Mm. It sounds very dire.
Yeah, I mean, our house is just so warm. It's full of laughs. You know, Edges is the same. We've just got an easier ride. But I've got my macho thing that I'm sure I've got to deal with. But it's just different from my dad's era, I think. You know, in a rock and roll band to avoid growing up, and I'm definitely one of those. And I think I've just recently learned that I'm not, say, for example, indestructible. And I think I've just realized I've got to maybe take a different approach to life. So I have been researching things to do that are more, you know, more of sound mind. And
Are you enjoying them as much as of the unsound mind?
Yeah, I enjoy my family, and I'm pretty well behaved when I'm at home. It's just when I would get out, I would, you know, forget to like go to bed and stuff. You know, no, I don't. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but you know, I just need to be cleverer about how
It's all about balance.
I work. I just work a lot.
Well, it used to be work and fun. That was what the driving motivation used to be for you. Is it still that? Work and fun?
Yeah, I used to say I want to change the world and have fun, and they shouldn't be mutually exclusive. And I seem to have most of the fun now is on stage. And then, you know, Ali said to me, you need a hobby. So I took up investing, and I did very well at that. But she said, that's not a hobby. And I said, what do you want to do? Play golf? And we made a pact that we would never play golf because both of our parents played golf. And it's the only thing you can be fired from U2 is playing golf. But there's been no visual evidence because he would split up the band.
Have you considered bridge?
I played chess as a kid a lot. That was my passion.
Yeah. I can see you play bridge. I'd say you'd be pretty good.
Okay.
Adam Clayton is the band's bass guitarist.
How are you?
And Larry Mullen Jr., the drummer.
Good to see you.
Without Larry, there may never have been a U2. It was he who, at 16, posted an ad at school looking for bandmates.
I spotted Adam and Bono early on in the looking for fellow journeymen, and even in school, Bono had a reputation for being the loudest, most aggressive, don't mean physically, but the biggest personality in the school. So nothing really has changed.
I like the fact the reputation was not that he was the best musician in
never.
the school or the best singer.
No, that was not the reputation. He with the loudest voice, I think, is the saying. I'm really serious all of a sudden. We're having such a laugh.
At this stage in our careers, what about this stage?
I'll say it with a lilt in my voice. At this stage in your career.
That's fine, it's much better.
Is that better?
That's much better.
Are you having fun?
The answer is yes.
You've gone all serious now.
Yeah, no, it is a yes.
It seems like everything else would seem dull in comparison. Somehow we get to do the things that we kind of shouldn't really be doing, you know, which is still be making records, still be playing these big tours and having fun.
What do you think will drive you apart?
Still doing these big tours, still making records and having fun.
I understand you're taking me to the engine room.
Yes. Well, this, I mean, for some people, this is a fascinating insight because the show itself is super high-tech.
In contrast, Edge's engine room is like stepping back in time.
We got visitors.
Here under the stage, ready for tonight's concert, are his 1950s analogue amplifiers and vintage guitars, each responsible for the unique sound behind a particular song.
Like this one, I remember buying this. I've had this now for about 25 years, and I picked it up and started playing it, and I was like, wow, this is just so musical. It's such a beautiful tone. And a lot of great songs have been recorded with this guitar, from Mysterious Ways to Even Better Than the Real Thing.
Yeah.
The Real Thing, tonight's show, is not far off.
And if you look out this little window, that's where the crowd is gathering.
Yeah.
You know, after all these years, how do you feel about going on stage?
Back in the early days, it was kind of a white-knuckle ride. You know, it was a kind of, are we going to get through the show and it not be no wipeouts or problems? These days, I think we actually can enjoy it.
But tonight, it's all about rock and roll.
Come with us?
As they prepare to play to 80,000 screaming fans.
Slightly terrifying moment.
Slightly terrifying, even after all these years?
Yeah. Sometimes it's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's like walking into your front room, and other times it's just not.
I hope it is tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. Good luck.
The crowd loves all they hear. The enduring sounds of Joshua Tree and the new from Songs of Experience. The thrill for these veterans of rock is still obvious. The boys from Dublin still pinching themselves.
You couldn't write this shit. Seriously. I mean, you couldn't write it. I mean, it is pretty unusual, bizarre, and comedic.
And you're living it.
And we are actually living it. Yeah, it's real. Don't touch that. It's real. Yeah.
You're real.
Yeah, you know, you really need a Bono in your band if you want to get anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And Bono still happily leads them. His joyful defiance as strong as ever.
Let's find out what we've got after however many years we've been together, and let's just make that record. I'm with the people who are fighting back. That's why I like dance music, I like hip-hop. I like that music, not the surrender to, you know, the sort of drowning, you know, crying into your beer music. That would not be for us.
No.
So if you're putting everything that you've got out there, are you happy with what you've got? Are you proud of where you are today?
That's right. There's no other release from you two. Very happy.